Hello everyone, welcome back to the Car World, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we are taking the car for its very first drive. You're going to see the car for its first drive and why I bought the car, pretty much. A 25-year-old has bought a 18-year-old 3-litre V6 sports car. Let's see you on the other side of the intro. Okay everyone, I've brought you down to my favourite spot. We're up on the South Downs, Eastbourne. So I've just set up all the cameras. We're going to take you for a little drive in the car now, and just explain why I bought this car. What made me pick an older car. You know, it's quite unique for someone that's 25 years old to have a sports car like this. So yeah, let's go for a little drive so you can see the views that we're in are absolutely stunning. You know, this is my favourite place to drive around here. This is a beautiful place to come and bring your car. Yeah, so why did I buy the car? Well, the number one reason being that I have always dreamt of owning one of these cars. So my grandparents, when I was about 6, they got a 2003 Mark 1 TT in Mauritius blue with an aniseed yellow interior. And I just remember spending all of my weekends in that car. It was, you know, phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. It was a 225, so, you know, higher up on the power spectrum in terms of the TT, and yeah, it was just a car that I feel sparked my love and interest for cars. Without that car, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in, without a shadow of a doubt. I'd probably be driving some boring Corsa or some boring Fiesta. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, I would never venture out and try so many different cars. Why the V6? I mean, there's only one reason that I bought the V6 really, and that is this. Sound of that car is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and that's the reason why I went for the V6. So I remember when the V6 first come out all those years ago, and I just loved it, and I said, you know, I'd always set myself a goal, one day I will own a 3-litre V6 TT, and I've been fortunate enough to get into the position in life where I can make that dream come true. So that's the reason I picked the V6 over any other of the cars. You got to remember as well, this car is an icon. So back in the 90s when this car first came out, nothing had ever been designed like it before. It's the first car to go from concept to production pretty much unchanged. If you look back at the concept pictures, you'll see that this car is nigh on identical. A few little things change here and there, the bumper, etc. But other than that, it is pretty much an identical car to when it was first shown at the concept show. It was also the first ever production car to feature the DSG gearbox here. So I know that Porsche had the PDK slightly before the DSG come out, but they used Audi's Quattro Sport technology and car frame to test and develop the PDK, which, as we know, is one of the best automatic gearboxes you could buy. Second to this, I would say. The DSG is the most famous gearbox in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. Know that the V6 manual is slightly more rarer and it's slightly more sought after. That's probably because of the drivability. You know, driving a manual, even though this has got the flappy paddles, driving a manual is, you know, more driver friendly, shall we say. This gearbox is flawless, absolutely flawless. I'll give you a demonstration in a second. I've just got a car in front of me, so we can't hoof it too much. We are using public roads, so we are obviously sticking to the speed limit and all that stuff, driving sensibly. But I will flip the car around and, you know, give you a demonstration of the manual gearbox. That's why we bought the car. That's what I think of the car. What do I think owning the car? So from a driver's perspective, it's your typical sports car. Yes, it's 4-wheel drive, so it is a little bit more sort of planted than it would be in your, say, rear-wheel drive MX-5. It's definitely got grip. I mean, you can feel this. You can chuck this round corners all day long, and it would just turn the car. So from that perspective, it's very, very cool. It's not boring. A lot of people say that this is a boring car to drive. I wouldn't say it is, simply because you've got that V6 or VR6 power unit in the front, making all those noises that we can hear. It's just a phenomenal car. The steering's definitely heavier. a lot heavier than a lot of the older or newer Audis that I've driven for sure. You can definitely feel what's going on with these wheels. It's, you know, it's sharp, it's responsive. This car slowed right down for some reason, not quite sure why. I would say it's not a boring car to drive at all. I'd say it's actually quite a fun car to drive, and it's really quite interesting. So what we'll do is we'll flip it into manual, we'll chuck it down a couple of gears. We're going to overtake this car now. As you can see, the gear changes are instantaneous. I absolutely love this car. It is brilliant. We can bring it around these bends here and chuck it down a couple of gears. And this is what I love about this car, is that engine. If we drop it down to second. I mean, oh, the sound of that is just, that change down. It's just instant gear changes. You've got to remember, when this gearbox came out, there was nothing faster than this. This car would change faster than any Ferrari, any Porsche could at the time. You know, this gearbox really broke ground. It's faster than the manual gear changes, and that was the selling point of this, is that this could change faster than any other gearbox in the world at the time that this came out 18 years ago. As you can hear, when you're driving around town, you know, we're cruising through a village at the moment, we're doing 30 miles an hour. The car is quiet, definitely quiet almost. It's just like driving any other sort of car, any ordinary car. Yes, it's got a little bit of a hum to it, but when you get up to speed, it changes gear nice and smoothly, and you know, you get up to 30 miles an hour, the car just sits happily, cruising along. All you can hear is the road noise, which would be down to the tyres, unfortunately. You know, we've got sport tyres on this car, so they're a bit loud. But once you get into a zone like here, where it's 60 miles an hour, you can flip the car into sports mode, change it down a gear, and off you go. I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, of course not. It's 250 brake horsepower. But it's definitely got enough stink in it to get you where you need to go. No shadow of a doubt there. Just handles so good. It's just, you know, the road's a little bit damp, not a bother. I'm not worried. I know that the Quattro 4-wheel drive system will be there to help me out should I need it. That's what you want from a sports car, ultimately a beginner sports car. This is the first sports car I've ever owned. You want confidence. We come up to a nice sharp turn again now, so everyone will slow right up. There's a couple of cyclists around. As I said, this is obviously a public road, so we are sharing it with other road users. We've got to be respectful for that. Around the bend. Then you can open it up. And straight away you're doing 60. Honestly, this car has got enough power. 250 horsepower is plenty for a car like this. Absolutely plenty. And look at the views. You can enjoy the views with that lovely sound. It's just, yeah. Honestly, I don't see why you would want any other car. Yes, your Ferraris are faster. Yes, they probably have a bit of a better sound, being a V8, V10 or a V12. But I mean, when you talk about bang for your buck, you don't get much better than this. And it's practical too. It's got a boot that you can use. You can fit plenty of things in that boot. As you can see, I've got my child stuff in the back right now. There's shoes and coats and clothes and toys. You know, those of you who've got kids will understand. And this is just, you know, it's perfect. It's the perfect car. And then you can open it up like that. Any given moment. Incredible car. Go around a few bends here. It's a lovely piece of road, and this is only 15 minutes from my house, which is even better for me. I've definitely burnt a lot of fuel around here, but you can see it just grips to that road. sport, and this is what the car is doing. Put it into sport, it stiffens up the suspension a little bit, allows you to really push the car, obviously holds the gears longer, as well as keeps it in lower gears, so you've always got the maximum amount of power available to you at any given moment. This is my 3-litre V6 Audi TT Quattro, and I hope you guys enjoy spending time with it as much as I do. We've got a lot of plans for this car.